Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back.
Yes, Joe here,
Kevin.
and we're super excited to bring you the next episode of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Yeah, boy, is this a cringy show. It's so much fun and so funny, and the music is so great, but
It's
oh,
also infuriating.
you've got you've got to gear yourself up for how you're going to feel watching
Oh,
this.
man.
The writers had to, and the actors had to have had a ball making this.
I know, right? Because there's something so satisfying about making other people cringe, like
Oh God,
intentionally, you know?
yeah, the secondhand embarrassment is
Yes,
what this
exactly.
show is. It is pure secondhand
And they
embarrassment, and I
know
love it.
exactly what they're doing. They're twisting that knife. It's so unique.
Oh, it is, and it really, you kind of get the sense also that they're not doing it in a frivolous, stupid way.
No.
This show has a lot to say about our expectations for romance
Sure.
and how wrong they are,
Yeah.
and how they're shaped by bad childhoods and watching our bad parents be bad at it, and
Yeah.
and Hollywood and everything that makes us think like, oh, this is what love is, and they're so far off. And last episode we saw that with Josh even more than Rebecca.
Yes, he's kind of in the same boat she was last season.
Completely.
Well, beginning of the season.
Beginning of this
yes,
season,
yeah.
right? It's like, remember when Rebecca decides she's done with Josh,
Yeah.
and decides to get with Greg
She's like
the same day,
Yeah,
and
the same.
and
Exactly.
and
same
does
thing.
the bad Hollywood rom-com thing of, you were the guy in front of me all along,
Yeah.
that that you've seen every bad romantic comedy. It was always you.
Yeah.
Well, this last episode, Josh gets dumped by the girl that he knew was the one, and an hour later, Rebecca, it was always you. It was always you.
Almost like it's verbatim.
Mirrored.
It's literally
Completely
he
mirrored.
was having sex with his girlfriend in the bathroom. 20 minutes, an hour later, it was you, Rebecca.
Yeah, he got dumped immediately.
She did the same thing.
Yeah, it was immediate.
It's
Which means it's all crap. They believe they're crap, which is sad, but it's still crap.
This show's like a punch-drunk, delusional love story that's just
Not a love story.
so cynical. Yeah, I mean, it's so cynical yet so fun.
Well, it really does highlight our unrealistic expectations of what love is.
Yeah,
completely unrealistic expectations.
It's like a mixture of your trauma, like you said, from
Right.
your past, mixed with social media, movies.
Bad family members.
That just kind of twists your perspective on what something should be.
Right.
And it's kind of genius, honestly.
Oh, this show's brilliant. Yeah, it's really letting you know in a very fun and funny way that this idea that we've packaged and made of what romantic love is supposed to be is complete crap.
Yeah, very much how like Mad Men is kind of like that with the American Dream.
Right. Yeah.
That's what this is with.
That's what this is with love. Like, you think you're gonna walk into this romantic, perfect, nothing wrong, everyone's perfect situation. It's like, that's not how romance works.
No.
It's
much more nuanced than that.
Yeah, there's a lot of nuance. It's a lot of hard work. There's a there's a lot of remember the bad line from Love Story. Love means never having to say you're sorry. No, it doesn't. That's not how anything works. That's not how the world works at all.
I know. It's funny that was like one of the all-time greats.
One of the people ate that up.
Nominated for Best Picture. Ally McGraw.
Oh my God!
Nominated, all that.
People still watch it. People still consider that a great movie. Love means never having to say. Love means having to say you're sorry a lot.
I'm sorry, baby.
I love you and I'm sorry. I didn't know I couldn't wash pink with white. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Wash pink with white. Solid example.
Exactly. All right, guys, before we get started, we want to welcome some new subscribers to Patreon. So, Walder Slay, nice reference to Game of Thrones there.
Nice.
Martin Nichols, Bed Bath & Beyond official Patreon, welcome back. Yeah. I hope that's really Bed Bath & Beyond.
Me too.
And Luke Madison, thanks, guys, and welcome. We sincerely really appreciate it. We really do, yeah.
Thank you. And for those of you checking us out on YouTube, welcome to our channel.
Hello and welcome.
While you're here, if you don't mind doing us a favor, click that like button for us, leave us a comment down below, and please, please, please hit that subscribe button for us if you aren't already subscribed.
Absolutely. We're going to keep going all the way through all 4 seasons of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, and please subscribe, and you'll be able to catch all of it along with everything else we're doing. We are going all the way through all of our shows because they are completely brilliant.
Yeah.
If you would like to see the full-length reaction to this Crazy Ex-Girlfriend episode and all of the other content that we've watched, please check out the link down in the description below to our Patreon page. We would very much like to welcome you with open arms to watch full length. You will need to bring your own source material to watch along with us. So we are watching, of course, on Netflix, which is a really good way to go with this one.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I have really enjoyed having a wife.
Oh, now we're doing a surrogate fill-in for her husband, yeah.
Josh is spending all his salary on crap.
See, Josh is doing all the stupid stuff.
In here. Why are you not running into his arms? It's been a week, so why are you really not calling Josh back?
Maybe because it's all toxic. They are bad for each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know I hurt you.
Even the sappy piano music in here to really drive this home.
Jerry Maguire or something.
Yeah, I mean, I know I used you a lot,
Yeah.
but now I love you.
Right. She did. I mean, she kind of let him.
No,
Big
for sure,
time.
yeah. That is from Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, it is. Me at hello.
Yeah.
Even Ted Lasso, the Jerry Maguire.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You had me at coach. Oh wow.
I feel kind of bad about missing work.
Oh, you should.
But today is going to be your first time at Raging Waters, so it's totally worth it. Oh, Rebecca, I love you.
Oh, you love me? You mean you love something about me?
No, you.
4 days,
Oh, I
Josh.
love you too, Josh. Yeah?
Somebody was in a car accident. Was trying to get their lawyer. And they can't talk to you.
If you're
Right.
stopping at work just for 2 seconds, please, please, please. 2 seconds max. I promise.
This is not going to be 2 seconds, Max.
Yeah, but hell, there's so much paperwork is going to be done.
You're 25 minutes late, and that does not happen here anymore.
Who's this? What's this? What's going on? What's happening?
Rebecca, this is Nathaniel Plint. Going to be great for everyone.
Also, Rebecca, you might have to show up for work.
Bare minimum, right?
Right.
Daryl, I liked our level.
Bunch, can I see you in my office, please?
I mean, I don't think this guy's wrong. It's like, dude, this is your job.
He's 1/8 Chippewa.
Is that how he got into law school? Okay, I was wondering.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, this
Look,
guy
I
kind of
seem like
sucks,
a
though.
very-
Well, he got.
So we're gonna start running this place like a real business. My father and our firm demand nothing less. So we maximize every second. I'm gonna need 60 hours a week from everybody.
You are everything I moved across country to get away from. So, I quit.
You're leaving. Now I only have to fire 4 people.
What?
Oh yeah. We need to get $250K out of the budget by Friday at 8 a.m.
Stay.
Stay. Josh, you gotta go.
Yeah, you got to be a hero.
Sorry, Josh, I gotta save 4
The
jobs.
water park in California, I'm sure, is year round. Well,
Yeah.
It is never a good thing.
Oh, a musical from the supporting cast.
Yeah.
I feel terrible, but I gotta stay.
Why not tell him what's up? I have to find $250,000 or else they're gonna fire 4 people.
Right?
Oh.
No one's getting fired.
Oh my God, I am so fired. We are all so fired.
No.
I'm gonna live in a box. A man with a face that perfectly symmetrical has no soul.
Oh my god.
Rest assured, I will take into consideration any and all of your input.
Great.
Now that I'm the majority owner, I tracked down your ex-wife, bought the equity she got in the divorce, so now I am the majority.
Oh my god.
Oh, what a d-bag.
Working. Sorry.
How about tell him, like, I'm gonna be working all day. You're gonna have to be an adult on your own for the
Trying
day.
to save people's jobs here.
Right.
No, you can't fire any of these people, especially not red-haired, sarcastic mom lady. Her name is Paula, and she's great. I just got us a massive meeting with a massive client tomorrow morning. Read this. Read that, Perfect Plimpton.
I love
There's a
Bubble as you're
vomit.
ignoring
I'm gonna go
reality.
watch TV.
You know, she's talking about him
He's
a
getting
lot.
to you, just like he's getting to me.
Do you think that she's, like, crushing on him a little bit?
Selling the firm was an impulse decision. Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Flew too
impulsive
close
for
to the
sure.
sun.
Screwed the pooch
I
in this
got
one,
wax
Daryl.
in my feathers.
All you're trying to do is purchase this small parcel of land, but the cemetery over here is blocking you from purchasing it by suing you. And
This is
when
stupid.
I prove that they are engaging in this criminal activity, they are going to drop the lawsuit like a dead body on top of 10 or 12 other dead bodies.
We'll bet. They like it. There you go. All right, there you go.
I don't know what you guys are so happy about. They didn't hire us.
They're clearly going to.
In 2 to 3 weeks? What is wrong with you people? I said Friday at 8 a.m. George, pack your bags, son. You're fired.
My God. What
That
a
guy's
monster.
that guy sucks. Yeah.
Really want you to get to know me and Rebecca as a team. God. A partnership.
Oh.
A two-headed love monster.
Please, I am not here because of you. This is the only decent restaurant in town. It's the only place I can get a steak that isn't stuffed with cheese.
Hundo for
Is
you
it?
if you slip some of the cheese singles into a steak.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Into his steak.
I thought he was here to change the water cooler.
Blah, blah, puka shells, blah, blah, karate.
It's getting to her. I think you're right. I think she might be crushing on him a little bit.
She's gonna impulsively.
Yeah.
That would be ironic because Daryl sold it impulsively, then she impulsively hooks up with this
Stop
guy.
it! Josh, all I want to do is be back in our love bubble. Okay, but I have to go. I have to go. Fine. Okay, all I have to do is get the proof, get the client, save everyone's jobs, and then I can
So she's
just
looking
quit
for dead
and
bodies.
go back to my
Cemetery?
love bubble.
Yeah.
I found something! Oh, what?
Oh my!
They totally buried 2 bodies in one casket. I mean, that's not awesome, but like for us, this is awesome.
Yes!
That's desecrated
I knew
grave.
it! I knew it! Ah!
convinced the security guard to let me go.
How?
I don't want to talk about it. I just want to go home and shower.
Oh my God.
Paula, but we can't. We gotta get to work. Daniel's gonna start firing people at 8 a.m.
Still don't have the client.
Technically, no, but they will hire us once they see.
How many times do I have to say Friday at 8 a.m.? That's the deadline. You lost.
Cannot do this to these people. These are good people. They've supported me through a lot of tough times. I mean,
You know, I really thought that you could be a winner. Help me put this place on the map. But I was wrong. You're weak.
Oh, you're such an arrogant jerk. You're about to ruin the lives of these innocent, semi-hardworking people.
Gentlemen, I am so sorry you had to witness that.
Peanut allergies. My son has that. It's a nightmare. Blasted leg.
I can't believe
Really
it
went above and beyond. Or should I say, below?
Oh my God.
Looking forward to working with you, sirs.
Thank you, guys.
So, I did it. I got the money.
I need to hit a number. And we just did. So, you're safe for today.
I feel so terrible about how I treated Josh. No, I let Nathaniel get to me, and I feel awful about it.
Josh
Nathaniel
is my
made me think that was
world.
stupid, even for just a second. I mean,
Maybe because
I
Josh
love
isn't your
Josh
world.
Chan, and Josh Chan loves me.
Best. Well, he's more like
God, he's a toddler.
Yeah,
Look
he's
at him.
He's like a toddler.
He's literally pouting.
I absorbed Nathaniel's evilness, and
Yeah.
it turned me into a lunatic.
That's how I run the show.
But you did save your friends' jobs. So I can forgive you this time.
Got
But
a dead body
I
on
chase
you.
you and you run like I'm pretending to be really mad at you.
Oh, she is into him.
Sexy, silly.
Dang.
Oh, it's Pat Oswalt!
Letting me go in the graveyard.
Oh,
my
please
God.
God, let it be her new boyfriend on the
Oh
show.
God, I
I
hope
don't.
not.
I just would like to go
Touch
soon.
the ray.
All right.
That was amazing.
I really wanted to. It's probably just a cameo, but I would love it if he was on the
Pat
show.
Oswalt's great. Isn't
Oh,
he?
I love Patton Oswalt, man. In almost everything that he does, I've loved Patton Oswalt.
He was MODOK.
Yeah, he was MODOK, and it was great.
Before the Ant-Man movie came.
Right.
And ruined that.
Man, that was a really revelatory episode. I love that episode because it kind of because you knew what was going to happen, right? You knew immediately they were going to be in this love bubble where they ignored reality and everything else around them because everything worked out as a happy ending, which is not how life works at all, ever.
Ever. It kind of seems like they, at the time the show was airing, people kind of had our grievances at the beginning of the season. They're kind of tired of the format.
Sure, right,
And
right.
so that song they sang about we have to help our ratings. We have
Right.
to,
Oh, of course. Like this late in the season.
Yeah. And so they introduced this guy who was going to be a new love interest, which
It sounds like it. Yeah.
makes sense. I
Right.
mean, because
Well,
it's
I like-
crazy ex-girlfriend. You can't just have her and Josh happy all willy-nilly.
Oh, yeah. That's not going to happen for
It's
sure.
not going to happen. There's no way it's going to happen. And it's kind of funny at this point how there's always a speed bump that comes along and like takes Josh out of her life or vice versa, whatever, you know? So
Right.
this guy, even though he is an evil D-bag,
I love it.
I kind
I
of like
love his
him.
presence there.
I like him
He's
a lot.
like an evil version of Trent coming on the show.
He is like an evil Trent. That's so funny.
Yeah, he's an evil Trent, who's obviously not into Rebecca, but man, she is definitely turned on by him.
We need Trent to show up again.
Oh,
I want to see Trent.
I want to see Trent in.
What was his name? Plimpton?
Yeah, I can't remember his first name.
His first name, but he was quite funny, and I like that he has this like strong presence, but Rebecca was able to tackle him. And
Oh
he's
yeah,
obviously kind of insecure.
Right, that strong presence, but he's like loaded with daddy issues.
So many daddy issues.
Oh, completely.
Get out of the pool and wash the chlorine and apologize.
yeah, exactly. And honestly though, I would, you kind of make the point that the show's not going to go on 2.5 seasons with them together.
No.
I would argue that even if Plimpton didn't show up, something would have happened to have wrecked it. Simply because these two are not being realistic and they're not in a healthy
The
relationship.
love bubble.
Yeah.
They're in a honeymoon phase.
They're
You know what I mean?
exactly.
And it passes.
Well, they're in a honeymoon phase, and it seems like they've refused to talk about the mountain of issues that they need to work through before they can even pretend to have a relationship.
Well,
I slept with your best friend.
many times.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the fact that, hey, Valencia is my best friend now.
Right. Or I hooked up with you a lot, but I was really just kind of using you for your apartment. Hey, I tried to manipulate you the first year and a half I was living here to be my boyfriend.
Something
There's
tells
so
me
much
Josh is not that intellectually deep
to have this conversation.
To realize that he was just using her for her apartment.
Right.
My guess is he was just like, yeah, I'm just staying here because she said it was okay.
It's right.
But also, we talked about this way before. Josh is not intellectually on the same level as Rebecca.
No, he's not.
And that would get boring after a while.
I would think, well, people can be like, well, that's elitist. Well, at some point you have to have conversations in a relationship, and they're not.
I don't mean that in a...
No, I know, I agree. I agree with you. No,
way.
right.
It's just that, like, look, Josh's water parks and flip-flops, and, like, he works at electronics store.
Which is great.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm on that level. Like,
right.
That sounds great to me. I would love to go to water parks.
It just doesn't fit her, really.
Rebecca's a lawyer who just pulled in $250,000 to save 4 people's lives.
Right.
And Josh couldn't understand that. Josh is like, oh, you saved their jobs, but at the same time, water park.
Yeah, right.
So...
Got to get there before. Yeah, I want to get there before it opens.
She went to Yale and Harvard.
Right.
I don't want to kick it with. I don't want to be in a relationship with somebody that's been to Yale and Harvard because I feel like I would be inferior. So
no, but I agree with you. Yeah, I just wanted to clarify that we're not being elitist. Like you have to date. If you're a smart person, you can only be with smart people. That's not it at all.
Not at all.
At some point, these two are going to have to if they're going to have a real relationship.
Yeah.
They're going to have to be able to connect on a lot of levels.
Yes.
And I don't feel like Josh is capable of connecting with her on an intellectual, and that's all.
That's it, and it's
or any other
physical attraction.
Sure.
But how long until the physical attraction dies off?
Right, and I don't think he's interested in connecting with her on that kind of intellectual level.
No,
he wants her to be the fill-in for Valencia who believes in him, which is great, but just wants to hang out at the water park and go surfing and drink juice with him.
Drink juice. If she quit. Great, then they can do that. That's awesome. But she doesn't want to quit.
She doesn't want to quit.
She's good at her job. She shouldn't quit.
She shouldn't quit. She worked very hard to become a lawyer.
Yale and Harvard.
Right. Yale, Harvard, passed the bar, got the job. She's so hard work.
That's the funniest part of the show. She went to Yale and Harvard and she's like working here.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing is she worked hard to get her position, but she hasn't worked hard since. So, I mean, I feel like this is a wake-up call that both of them needed.
Yeah.
I think the boss is kind of an evil guy at this point. Yeah. I do. But at the same time...
fired George.
just to be vindictive.
Yeah.
But I also do think that Rebecca needed that wake-up call as a professional. It's like I felt like for a while she's been really taking advantage of Daryl.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
time.
I'm getting paid, but I never actually work. Like, she even said herself earlier in the season, like, I'm kind of amazed I haven't been fired because I never work.
She had to put her neck on the line because people are there depending on
her. Right, exactly. So I think this was good for her. I think it's good for Josh to see that he's actually dating someone that has a professional purpose because he doesn't. And again, that's not a knock on either one of them.
It's not a knock at all.
I just feel like that these are clearly not... These are two people who are not in a healthy position to be together. And I think if they really stripped everything down, they're not right for each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they're not looking at it like that.
And I think all of you know that.
I think everybody knows that, right?
All of you know
I think we've seen enough of the show and enough of these two characters to know that these are two very well-intended. I almost said nice people, but I don't know that that's necessarily always true either.
And their heart, I feel like they're nice. It's just
they're
really bad decisions.
Huge bad decisions.
Yeah.
I just don't think they're right together, and I don't think there's anything we've seen on the show at any point that makes me change my mind. I think that Josh has the potential to be sweet. I think Rebecca's potential to be sweet. I do not think they've ever belonged together.
No.
a lot would have to happen to change my mind on that.
I don't even know. Look, this show keeps throwing us curveballs.
Right.
We think we know where it's going, but it does subvert our expectations.
Well, and honestly, I feel like the writers agree, at least in this on principle, because we introduce another handsome male character, and he is smart, and he is accomplished. And where does Rebecca immediately go? I want to have sex with that guy.
You know what that shows me is the writers, they listen to the fans, they listen to the criticism, and they want to subvert that expectation. They want to zig instead of what I mean?
Of course, it's great.
It's great. It's really smart.
Yeah, it's a very intelligent show, and this was a fun episode, and I really like setting up the new direction they did.
Oh man, so the second half of season 2 has been fantastic.
It's been great. All right, guys, we'll catch you in the next one.
See ya.